What's going on? I'm going to bring you guys a few shows. I got a few topics today, and I'm going to try to cover all of them within a short period of time. For those who don't know, that you can, call in at any time. I'm going to cover a variety of topics. One of the main topics I'm going to cover today is Blac Chyna and skin bleaching. Not only am I going to cover what she's doing, but the fact that we don't accept ourselves for who we are. Across the board, even here in America. That's why I love my natural sisters. I think my sisters look better, 10 times better, natural than with this blonde wig, weave, and what is the trend today. Not only some places here, but Africa. They say it's really bad in Jamaica. And that's why, like far as Beyonce and a lot of our stars who they wear blonde hair and wigs. You must love yourself first, and we must identify ourselves. What's going on, y'all? What's going on? Natural beauty is the best beauty. Absolutely. And that's what I keep telling my sisters. I can show y'all some pictures of natural sisters. In fact, I run into a lot of natural sisters, and I go out my way to make sure I know, let them know, yo, you are amazing. You are beautiful. Sisters look 10 times better. Here it is. We're giving away billions of dollars trying to look like somebody we claim to be suppressed by. We go out, our sisters go out their way to look like them, which is bad. So I want to bring up, this is one of the flyers, and actually this is today. To make insult to injury, guess what it's called? White-alicious. You can't even make this up. Honestly, I seen this. I'm like, what in the entire fudge is this? White-alicious. It's a great pleasure that White-alicious invites you to discover White-alicious, and they're using Blac Chyna. They're trying to use a so-called celebrity to push that agenda that dark skin looks bad and light skin looks better. This is actually today, Sunday, November 25th, from 1 to 5, Nigeria. And that's something sad too. But a lot of African countries, they don't allow that Western culture into their community. They don't. They said, look here, you're not bringing that Western culture into my community. They even have what is called moral police. They had a few of their celebrities get half naked, bent over on their Instagram. You know what they did? Was that Nigeria? I think it was, or it was one of those African countries where one of their celebrities got half naked, bent over on her Instagram, and they shut that celebrity down. They said, don't come here, you're banned from this country. I think they banned her for like a year from performing. They banned her from performing or doing any public display for a year for being half naked. And I did a show on that, and I commend them. Absolutely. Don't let the Western world corrupt our motherland, which is already, Chinese are building everything. They're getting ready to colonize Africa again. However, I want to get to this story. And to make insult to injury, when she gets over there, she brings the Western culture with her. What does she do? Wait, this is one of them. This is one of the videos. I cannot believe they had the nerve to call that crap white alicious. I cannot believe it. That is a smack in the face. And look at that blonde-ish she got in her hair. Look at that light makeup she's got on her face. And they're using her to push that horrific agenda. They're using her to push that horrific agenda to our motherland, to our sisters over in the motherland. They need to ban her forever. I want to show y'all a video. And this counts for all my sisters and brothers who do not respect themselves. This is going to be when Brother Baines, this is the clip from Brother Baines when he met Malcolm X. For those of you who have not seen this, make sure you understand this clip.
I brought you something.
Yeah, I don't need no more favors from you.
It's nutmeg. Put it in the water. You need something to get the monkey off your back. It's not cocaine, but it'll help some. Drink it slow. Stuff is strong.
So what's your hype, huh?
I can show you how to get out of prison. And it's no hype.
Yeah, well, talk, Daddy. Yo, I'm listening. Hey, this ain't bad. You got some more?
It's the last fix I'm giving you.
So what you give it to me for then, huh?
Because you needed it. Because you couldn't hear me without it. Nigga, get on out of my face. I think you got more sense than any cat in this prison. Why the hell don't you use it? You can't bust out of here like they do in the movies. Because even if you get out, you're still in prison.
Man, you ain't lying now.
You go busting your fist against a stone wall. You're not using your brain. That's what the white man wants you to do. Look at you, putting all that poison in your hair.
I think you've been in prison too long, my man, because everybody on the outside counts.
Why? Why does everybody on the outside count?
Because they don't want to walk around with a nappy head looking like...
Looking like what? Like me? Like a nigger? Why don't you want to look like what you are? What makes you ashamed of being black?
And that goes for everybody that puts blonde hair, blue eyes, and disguise themselves to look like something they aren't. For real. Brothers was doing this back in the 60s, and they cut that out. Yes. What makes you ashamed of being black? Why don't you want to look like what you are? He said it best.
Why does everybody on the outside come?
Because they don't want to walk around with a nappy head.
Why does everybody wear blonde hair and makeup? To my sisters. What makes you ashamed of being black?
Ashamed of being black.
Let me tell you something, I'm not ashamed of being anything. Get your hands off me.
Let it burn, nigga. Get your hands off of me. Go, burn yourself, pain yourself. Put all that poison in your hair, in your body, trying to be white. I thought you were smart. But you just another one of those cats strutting down the avenue in your clown suit with all that meth on you, looking like a monkey. The white man sees you and laughs. He laughs because he knows you ain't white. No, the question is, who are you? What? You are lost in the darkness.
And understand, we've lost our way. We've lost our culture. Just right before I go to work. What's going on, bro? No doubt, man. I'm doing a show today. I'm going to be doing a lot of different topics, bro. I'm glad to see you here because I don't have any family, any friends that support me on this show. So I'm glad. And that's something that's messed up, that none of your friends, family would actually support you. But I'm glad you're here, bro. Good to see you. MAL, definitely got to call you too, bro, to see what's going on, man. I ain't seen you in a minute. But back to the subject. Why would our sisters and it's definitely proven that a lot of that stuff that's in that stuff that dyes your hair, bleaches your hair, has poison in it. That's why it destroys your hair when you get older. Our sisters must stop with the blonde hair, with the makeup. No, there's some makeup, but looking like her, I'm going to show you guys. And when she gets there, she brings the Western culture with her. That's why a lot of times I've talked to a lot of Nigerians, and what they're saying is that they don't want their children, when they come here, they don't want their children mixed up in this culture.
She's fighting though.
Oh, y'all can't hear me. First thing she do when she get out there is get into a fight. I saw a documentary with parents of discouraged black when they were slaves to straighten out our skin. Yeah, hey, our ancestors right. It start with Willie Lynch. If you convince them to hate themselves, then you can easily divide and conquer and destroy a civilization. You could destroy them. Just like that. Easily divide and conquer. And that's what we fell into. The story is going to read: former stripper and reality star Blac Chyna is under fire for promoting a $250 per jar skin whitener. She allegedly doesn't use it. Yeah, okay. Ahead of her trip to a struggling African country where she was to market the product. Shortly after she landed in Nigeria, her journey was marked with an altercation, and this is her getting into it. I'm going to show you guys what I'm looking at. Yeah, on everything. That's exactly what we need to call her, is White Chyna. Because they're using her. Of course, our celebrities to sell out. Toss them a few $100s. And they'll sell us out in a heartbeat. Our celebrities, that's a whole nother topic. Blac Chyna, who rose from stripping in a Miami club to stardom in a marriage to a Kardashian, of course. She's collected, I think, 20 G's a month. While the dark-skinned celebrity has never used it, so they say. His website TNC, she's encouraging other dark-skinned women to buy it. Blac Chyna is selling skin whitening cream, and y'all ain't call her racist yet. Yeah, we calling her racist. Blac Chyna's real last name is White. No way. That's funny to me. She's now pushing a skin lightening cream called Whitealicious. That's not beauty. Blac Chyna is called out for using lightening cream. I love that a white model is slammed for culture appropriation because she tans her skin and adds texture to her hair. But just saw an ad for Blac Chyna's new skin whitening cream, and it's cool. Double standard. Yes, it is. So the purpose of Blac Chyna's top whitening cream. Yeah. Wow is it. Unreal. This is what we've become as a people. This is what standard we have hated. They've taught us to hate our own skin. And this is why I'm telling a lot of sisters do hate me for it. And I ask sisters all the time, how come y'all put them blind wigs on? I see sisters every day who would look 100 times better if they did not have them wigs in their head. I'm not, you know what? I'm not even gonna, I wanted to sugarcoat it with wigs and weave. It looks horrible. I can't even really sugarcoat it. I want to for my sister audience, but I can't even justify it no more. Those wigs and weaves look terrible. Natural is where we need to go. We need to go back to our roots, our culture, our own skin, loving our own skin and our own culture by taking. So a lot of sisters, to their defense, what they try to tell, well, what they do tell me is that a lot of times it's a lot easier. You know, instead of you know, being in the mirror all day trying to straighten out their hair. They'll just throw a wig on and go. And cool, okay, I could dig that. I could dig that. I ain't gonna argue with that. If that's, you know, if that's your thing, then that's your thing. You know. But don't take that to the motherland. And I hope they kick her out and ban her from the country. Exactly what they need to do. Get out of here with that self-hate, that Western self-hate crap. And they use our celebrities. They use our celebrities. They did one time, Beyonce did a halftime show. Don't get me wrong, I love and respect Beyonce because they do a lot. They help a lot behind closed doors. However, that blonde hair, come on, sister, love yourself. That is not how you were created. Why are you jumping on stage with blonde hair? What makes you ashamed of being black? What makes you ashamed of looking like what you are, what you were born with your original hair? Chyna White is a government name. We don't need to straighten our hair. Have love for your natural texture. Absolutely. Love yourself. How can you love your people and you don't love yourself? How can we want respect when we won't even love ourselves? We ask for respect from everyone and we do not even love ourselves. There's a few other topics I wanted to cover. There's a few other things I wanted to go over with you guys. And one of them is this. Now, a topic that I cover all the time. Why are we still shopping? Why are we still giving business? We the only people that have not understood group economics. We're the only people who have not understood group economics. This is what you guys are going to see a show, footage of this young girl going, and we're still shopping at, we're still shopping, hold on. We're still shopping in Chinese food stores. We're still shopping and getting our nails done by everyone else. And they treat us like absolute dirt. And I'm going to show you guys this footage. Let me unmute it for you.
Oh, he gonna get up and put his coat on like he tough now.
You know what? I did a show before, and I said, if our sisters are still going into these shops that don't respect you, don't hire you, treat you like absolute dirt, don't live in your community, don't shop in your community, don't even hire from your community, don't pay taxes in your community, and you're still patronizing these businesses. We make everybody in the world rich. They even got it in their countries to where go to America, go to the black community. They're dumb enough to spend all their money on everyone else. On everyone else. And it's a tragedy. So in this film, on this footage, what you're going to see is this sister goes in there, and I'm glad that she was, Brian Lofton, what's up, bro? That's another brother I grew up with. What y'all going to see in this footage is that this girl, she's going to be in again. And I showed you guys tons of footage of our sisters going into these, and not to pick on my sisters. I'm not trying to jump on my sisters when our brothers do something horrible. You're following me again in Malcolm. Once our brothers do something crazy, like wearing their pants halfway down they down their knees or whatever we do crazy. I'm going to point that out. But this sister goes into a nail shop, and I'm glad that she handled it professionally. But what you're going to see is her going into this shop. She's going to go into this shop, and they do a horrible, they mess up her nails, and she asks them, hey, how come you, calmly. They snatch her purse and push her. You're going to see him get arrested at the end of this clip. But she had to get up and call the police. I'm glad she handled it professionally. So often do you see our sisters or our brothers handle things by beating somebody up and acting a fool. Once you act a fool, you look like a fool. But I want y'all to check out this clip of this sister in this. Yes, you know what? Why don't we open up our own? Because I'm sure we can do freaking nails. But see, we don't have the discipline. We don't have the discipline to stay with our families. 3, 4, 5 families inside a house or whatever it takes. Save your money and open a business. We have no businesses. You say black men have no businesses running a nail shop. Black men and women, whatever, whoever it is, black men or women, need to open up our own. How do we let everybody come in our community get all the men? That don't make any sense. And they're doing our sisters' nails. Horrible. We don't even have the... We don't even do our own hair and nails. I love getting pampered.
You might get up there to the police. Alright, they gonna come take you to jail. Ain't got no bond money. I got baby some shoes and stuff tomorrow, baby. You locked up. Ain't mind you out.
Oh, he gonna get up and put his coat on like he tough now.
He started doing my nails and he was getting real so aggravated. So he had cut my nails all over. So I'm like, what you do that for? And he pay for your feet. I'm like, okay, I'll pay for my feet, but you gonna fix my nails or whatever. So then he ended up pushing me and stole my wallet and then pushed me again.
He did push her.
I was, and she was walking out is when you stealing, right? If I'm stealing stuff, how can you accuse me of anything? You stole my wallet and pushed me twice. Stealing is when you walking out of an establishment.
You hear what she said? He stole her wallet, pushed her twice. And we are still patronizing these businesses. Now, let me ask y'all this. How many black-owned stores y'all think in Chinatown? Let me ask y'all this. How many Chinese people y'all see going into a black-owned nail salon? How many Chinese going into a black-owned any business? 0. Absolutely 0. And here it is. We beg the mayor for jobs. That's what they're teaching our children. Let's go downtown and beg for jobs. We think we can vote our way out of this. Maybe the mayor would invest in the black community instead of us investing in ourselves. See, we got a backwards way of thinking. We must change our way of thinking. We spend $1.3 trillion a year. And on Black Friday, you see us out big balling, buying 3 and 4 carts, big screen TVs. We got 60-inch TVs in our rented houses. In our rented houses. Black men stand up and be a leader in their community. Yes, and we know what, Miss Bright Eyes, we still haven't talked about that gender war. Black men versus black women. We do have a gender war, an identity crisis that we must address, and we are definitely going to address it, and we're going to address it here, matter of fact. We're going to address it now. Before, you know what, maybe I get through this, because, and I'm going to go to the long story short, this video is long, and that this Chinese man is going to get arrested. Girl called the police. She was calm, collected, and professional. That's what I like about this young sister. And then she said, hey, look, check the cameras. The cameras would show this man grabbed my wallet, my purse, pushed me twice. And all I did was ask him to fix my nails. I'm paying this man for service. And this is how our sisters are being treated on a regular basis. So I want y'all to take a look. But yes, there is Miss Bright Eyes. I want you to understand this. I want you to understand this. Where did the black community break down? I did a documentary on this. The Chicago Way documentary. Most of our videos have the link. If black men will lead, the black women will follow. Absolutely. And no question, that is true. That is true. But where did the breakdown in the black community come from? Where did it happen? And once you trace as an IT specialist that I am, first thing I do is troubleshoot problems and find out where did the breakdown come from. Where did the breakdown come from in our communities? And the breakdown comes from our communities. And a lot of people can disagree. And this is cool. But I got a lot of female friends. Constantly we have this same discussion on where the breakdown in our community comes from. And the breakdown in our community, I tell people constantly, comes from welfare. Yes, Miss Shanti. The breakdown in our community comes from welfare. Comes from welfare. I don't know the old school, but I think it's the drug epidemic. The drug epidemic did come from in the 70s. That did have a huge breakdown. Huge breakdown. And every sister, and matter of fact, every sister, but go back to welfare and how it destroyed our family structures from today. Before welfare, I want y'all to understand, before welfare, 91% of our families had two-parent households. But why do black women go on welfare? Why is the question? Okay, I would answer that question in 1 second. In 1 second. All right, now, Miss Bright Eyes. A lot of women ask, wait a minute, how can a good thing that was here to help us be a bad thing? I want you to ask, there's a lot of Nigerians here in America. Here in America. And if you ask any Nigerian, excuse me, you're Nigerian, right? You got an accent. You look Nigerian. You sound Nigerian. Tell me exactly, or any foreigner, tell me exactly, what do you guys do without welfare? What do you guys do without child support? There's a lot of good men. But Miss Bright Eyes, tell me this. A lot of good men. But you live in my community just like I live in a community like yours. You grew up in a community just like mine, just like El Sheba would tell you exactly. I saw the reality change during the drug war. Absolutely. But go back before the drug war. Any country that does not have welfare or child support, and I get to that, have 91% two-parent households. And then a lot of people say, no, it's culture thing. Culture is their culture. Wait a minute. But before welfare hit our, and drugs is to blame too, definitely. But go back to before welfare. Ask somebody that's 75 plus that grew up without welfare. Ask them, excuse me, what did y'all do before welfare? What did y'all do without child support? How did y'all get by? How were you guys poorer than us? And how did you guys get? Grew up in Chicago, the two-parent household. I did too. How did you guys get back by? And the Nigerian who I put in the Chicago Way documentary. In fact, I talk about the Chicago Way documentary. I asked Nigerians, excuse me, and I didn't coach them into questioning. I asked them, what did you guys do? What do you think the breakdown here is in Chicago and the black community? They say, well, look, and what I prove in the documentary, every negative statistic, every jail inmate, every juvenile, every high school dropout, every gang member, every negative statistic, each and every one of them comes from a single family household. Every single one of them. How did we get to single family households? Ask any Nigerian or any foreigner. Now this could be debated. Don't get me wrong. I'm not one of those cats that sit here. The man is out of the household. Why is the man out of the household? So what I did was ask somebody 75, what did you guys do? She sat me down and told me, and I tell the story all the time. She sat me down and told me, look here, Donald. She said, Donald, look here. I couldn't go out there and just get with any damn body. She said, my husband chased me for over 2 years. If I laid down, I knew more than likely a child could come out of that union. So she said, the man that had to chase me for over 2 years, I had to check his family background. I had to check his history. I had to check on who he was, a stand-up dude, crib car career, and he was going to stay with me for the rest of my entire life. Before welfare, you had to make sure it was a great guy. Now it's about great sex. Tell me I'm lying. I got female homegirls all day. I could call every one of my female homegirls on the phone right now and ask them, what are y'all looking for in a man? Without welfare, it was you had to. Lots of men are either dead or in prison or go gay because of black women alone. Look, let me tell you something. What my point is this. Before welfare, women had to choose a great guy. I could call 25 partners right now. Outside of my door, I could call every one of my partners who never had a crib, never had a car, never had a career. Each and every one of them got at least 25 different women. At least. I could go visit my partners in jail. And when I tell you it looks like America's Next Top Model in that waiting room, amazing women in that waiting room. Tell me I'm lying. Anybody that went to go visit somebody in prison, tell me that waiting room ain't the baddest women you've ever seen in your life. But before welfare, it was a choice. And now see what's happening is that my partners who got 25 different kids by 25 different women, you say I don't play that, sorry. I don't play that, sorry. Women are alone. So I can go talk to my partners who sold drugs in and out of jail, never had a crib car career. Each and every one of them got 9 or 10 women. 10 or 11 kids, deadbeats all the way around. And that's what our communities consist of today. It's normal. I did a show on a sister who had 4 different kids by 4 different deadbeat baby daddies. None of them ever had a crib. None of them ever had an education. No car, no career, living off them. All 4 of them, deadbeats. And she ain't missed a meal. She ain't missed a meal. I asked a Nigerian, what do y'all do without it? She say, look here. My parents didn't play that. Sat her down at 8 and said, look here. There ain't no welfare to get on. I can't afford you. So, and for order, I've been singing raise a 7-year-old alone. Yes, and it's hard. And it's hard. And so what happens is that once you're forced to make a great decision, you're forced to make a great decision. You make a great decision. So back to the men, we do have a lot of men that need to step up. And I talk about that as well. There's a lot of men that's deadbeats. And men need to call other men out. Men need to, if you got a deadbeat homie, call them out. In fact, I disown them. I say, what's up, and that's it. If you will abandon your child, your daughter, your son, then you'll shoot me in the face. So no question, the other men need to I left my son's mad. I called her cheating in 2013. I had a 7-year-old full custody. Absolutely. So, and that's the reality we live in. We are living in reality. I ain't saying ain't nothing wrong with, being a single parent. But we must go back to the family again. And how do we get back to even if you're not with your child's mother or father or whatever the case is, we must go back to being 2 good parents in the household. Something we are not seeing, and something that we've got away. Exactly, call them out, because if you're not complacent in the BS, right? We must call out our brothers, our sisters. But however, I got cats. From a man's perspective, Miss Bright Eyes, check this. From a man's perspective, I know great men, good men, solid men, crib car career, doctors, lawyers, university, bachelor's degrees, master's degrees, got crib, car, career. Women, I go out. I got partners. I got a whole circle of partners I go to the club with. I got a circle of partners I go out with. Women walk right past the great man and go right to the homeboy. I told you. Never had a car, never had a crib, car, career. Deadbeat dad, got 10 kids. And women know that. He let it be known. I ain't got no money. I got 10 kids. I ain't seen my kid in 10 years. And from a man's perspective, yes, I could call him out. I got a homeboy. In fact, I got a homeboy like that. If my homeboy MAL on here, he'll tell you about the partners we had in high school. And no, I got partners. Never had a crib, car, career. And got 10 different women. Easy. Tell me, Brian Lofty, you know some partners too. I grew up with him, Brian Lofty. Tell me I'm lying. I can name some names, but I definitely ain't gonna name no name. But you say I got burnt in the 20s. Thank you. Yeah, I'm not raising nobody else's kids. Forget that. You know what? Sometimes, but if you marry into a union, you know what I'm saying? Then you adopt those kids when you marry into. If you marry someone with kids, then that becomes your stepchild as well. Everybody becomes family, and that's how we should keep it. You know, keep family. But I'm not gonna keep going on about our family structure. I do want to get back. There's a few things I do want to get back to, as in this story. This here. This here.
And they got cameras in here, so y'all looking through y'all investigation something. So I'm holding my wallet right now.
What he put his hand on the photo? Y'all ain't gonna address that?
But first I want to tell you what to do.
They came up with
Oh, y'all came deep.
Like 3 times, and it's been about 30 minutes. I've been standing in here patiently waiting. If somebody's trying to steal, they're gonna walk out and do whatever. But I don't have to steal for $30 to get my feet wet.
Uh-huh.
So he got feet done, and then she worked for again to do again, and then we did right.
They ain't gonna do shit. Right.
But you did.
And then she got up and she said, no one.
I didn't even get up. I still see that.
I have the camera.
I still see that.
This video is over 25 minutes. I think 25 minutes long. I'm gonna get to the point. Yeah, 20 minutes long. Good. I'm single. No drama. Malcolm. This video. What she's gonna tell him, she had to call the police on them. You know, she pays for a service and she deserves respect and a good service. But my question is, why is sister still going to these shops that have no respect for you? Do a horrible job, and we breaking down their doors. I showed you guys video after video of these people beating up sisters all in the store. Bing, bing, beating them up. And we still going back to patronize a business that won't even hire you. That's what they think about you. They won't even hire you. Won't even hire you. What are y'all still talking about? What y'all over there talking about? So, we talking down on each other. We do different. It's a lot of other black men. Still, I'm black. All right. So now, my point was this, as far as with the community. With the community. Once you are forced to choose a great man, those children come out to be great children. We got 4 or 5 generations of horrible choices with children who are growing up to be the men you see today. So sisters go there, black owned shops. You know what? Yeah, you know what? Even if it does cost a little bit more, we must patronize our businesses. So that I even talked to a black-owned business, and they were saying, look here, we have to charge more because we get less patrons. We get less people in there. If we can all come together, start our own businesses, because our children need jobs. So now, even if they charge more, they can start hiring our children in our businesses. They can start bringing in more business. And so it's very important we patronize our businesses. Why are we giving theirs jobs? And then we turn around and wonder why our children are killing each other. We should be able to say, hey, little brother, go on down the street, get you a job at the nail spot down there. Go and get you a job down there. You don't have to sit out here and sell drugs. You don't have to gangbang. You don't have to beg. You don't have to rob my crib, because we are going to pay for it. Ms. Bright Eyes, just like you're saying, they are too expensive. You're going to pay for it, because once that young brother down the street break into your crib because he doesn't have a job, you've paid for it. Your TV that he robs, your Xbox, everything you own, once he robs you, you've paid for it. You're also paying for it because your car insurance is more. Because the community you live in, it's a few cars that have been broken into, stolen. There's burglaries in your community. Your insurance is going to get you. Yes, you've already paid for it. And then once somebody gets shot in your community, once a house gets robbed in your community, your property value goes down. You're paying more for your rent. You're paying more for your mortgage. You're paying more for your taxes. Because now businesses don't want to be in your community. You're being paid more taxes. Ms. Bright Eyes, you've already paid for it. You've paid for it. So by you going to another business outside your community and shopping with other people, you've paid for it already. To be honest, these black-owned businesses don't hire their own. They take your money and leave like everyone else. We have a lot of work to do. I'm not even going to lie about that. I'm not going to lie about that. We do have a lot of work to do in our communities, as far as with how to run a business, how to treat people in that business. We do. And it disappoints me every time I do go to one of our businesses and it's horrible service. We charge more. We take all damn day. Dr. Olivia Hooker dies at 103 years old. I wish every black in the world would attend her funeral service. We have a lot of work to do. But, she said exactly horrible. But we have a lot of work to do. Those of you who do not own a business, we must start them. Some brothers need to learn how to do nails and open up shops. We come. Yeah, and what it takes is sacrifice. Everybody in our communities needs 7 forms of income. First, we must start with owning our own properties. If you do not own your own property, get your credit together, get your credit straight. Let's talk about solutions. We are constantly bickering and fighting over the problem. The problem. All we talk about is the problem. Let's talk solutions. First thing we need to do, if you got to go live with somebody, your parents, your cousin, your uncle, your aunt, live with somebody. Stack your money. Get your credit straight. Own your property. Own it first. Then start a business. If you got to stay with your family, your friends, save up money to own a business. Then start a business. Once you start a business, then now you can have 7 forms of income. Get stocks and bonds. Get life insurance. Now you can, just tell you to argue to fight for solutions. Right, nobody talks about solutions. You're never going to hear solutions. So now, once you save your money, you own your house, you're paying less. Because rent is more than owning. Some people are paying for 1 bedroom, $1,000 for 1 bedroom. Oh my God. Then, once you own your own business, own your own house, save up for a business, then now let's help each other promote. If you own a business, send it to me. I would help you promote it. I know exactly where Alsop is in Illinois. Swaparama is in Alsop. I shop there. I shop at the Swaparama out there, and yeah, it's in Alsop. Exactly. Let's talk solutions. I'm so tired of watching documentaries about the problems. Come on, people. And there was young brothers that called out this history teacher. They told him, look here, dude. I'm tired of talking about problems. When are we going to talk about the solutions? We must. Even if there's one black-owned business in your community, shop there. Go out your way to shop there. It's people that talking about, let's drive 40 minutes to Orland Park to shop. Why? Why are you going 40 minutes out your way? You're spending $40 in gas so you can save $5 for your jeans. That don't make any sense. We don't ever make any sense. Yeah, true that. You're going to be paying taxes for the rest of your life. Yes, that's absolutely true as well. But we must pass our children down. Their children are being passed down $300,000 houses. Yeah. That's where I shop. I go to the Swaparama and get all types of stuff there. Start your own business. Why are we punching somebody else's clock? We have to start our own business. Yeah, absolutely. And everybody coming in, hit that like button so more people can come in and share this video as well. But why are we not starting our own business? Everybody else come into this country and start their own business. We think that everybody gonna come into this country. That's why we want the caravan to come in this community, come into this country, and they're gonna walk right over us. They're gonna start their own businesses. They're gonna live in their own communities, and they're gonna step right on our necks. You're never gonna see us hired in their community. You go to their community, it's only them. They stick together. We're the only people that fight and bicker amongst each other. We are the ass backwards people. I think we slow. I probably won't get carjacked in Orland Park. But if you keep shopping in Orland Park, I guarantee you get carjacked in your community. Why are people carjacking? Why are people stealing in your community? Because they don't have jobs. That's why I tell people. A lot of people think you're going to go to their community and save money. No, you're not. When somebody shoots somebody in your community, when somebody carjacks somebody in your community, you're paying for it. You're paying for it through your insurance. Your insurance goes up. Your property value just went down. So now when you sell your house for $20,000 less than what you bought it, you've paid $20,000 because you wanted to go outside your community to save $5. You wanted to spend $40 in gas to shop in their community, give them jobs, take that money out of your own community, and then you get carjacked in your own community because your children don't have jobs. That carjacker could have easily worked down at the gas station, but you're too busy shopping in New Orleans, giving them jobs. So now your children don't have jobs. You can't even live in their community, but you want to shop in their community. You want to give them jobs and take jobs from your own. Tell me, do we make any sense? We make absolutely no sense. We don't. We must shop in our communities. I hate driving anyway. I like shopping in my own community. I'm like, look, I'm not driving 40 minutes. Even though Orland Square Mall is super nice, off the damn chart. But they can afford it because they get 90% of their money from us that don't have it, that just want to come in their community. So they're like, look, we can buy this, we can buy that. If we just shop in our own community, we would have these things. If we had taught better, absolutely, we would do better. We would do better. But we're not being taught. We're being taught to protest, to beg the mayor he should do it, right? The governor should do it. So that's what we're teaching. We're teaching, hey, somebody else should do it for us. But we have to be reprogrammed. We have to be retaught. If we're not taught these things, we do not know these things. And that's something that we haven't established yet. Is because we haven't been taught. We have not been taught this type of stuff yet. We should jump off the face of... What are y'all over there talking about? At the bottom, old business. Right. And it's going to be a hard business. We must have 7 forms of income. Real estate is, yeah, Yeah, you know what? I need to have yeah, Malcolm X. And see, but this is why the media would hold up somebody giving a wrong message. You would never see Dr. Umar Johnson or anybody. If anybody says shop in your own community, do for yourself, they would not put them on CNN. You would not see them put in the limelight. They won't get an interview. They want the wrong message to go out. That's why Martin Luther King was held so high up. That's why he was always being taught in high school. That's why they teach you Martin Luther King. That's why they don't teach you Malcolm X. Because Malcolm X said, hey, why don't you do it yourselves? They don't want us to wake up. They don't want us to do for ourselves. Because if we do for ourselves, then we'll no longer be dependent on them. Yes, we need to start owning real estate. Owning real estate. Owning our own. Owning real estate. Have 7 forms of income. We have to have life insurance. We must have stocks and bonds. We must own our own businesses and patronize those businesses in the community. When you find out somebody that live in your community, that shop in your community, putting back in your community, make sure y'all band together and shop there. Go out your way to do it. You'll go out your way to Orland Park because I know you don't live there. If you look like me, you don't live there. You're not even allowed to work there. So why are you patronizing their businesses? We got red light cameras in every corner. We getting robbed blind. Speed trap cameras every corner in our community. You go to Orland Park, you ain't gonna see that. You go to Tinley Park, you don't even see that. Frankfurt don't even know what red light cameras are. I called their police station. I said, yo, do y'all got red light cameras? They said, what is that? We got every corner in our community. Then they tried to tell me, oh, it's because of the we do by the accidents that happen. Oh, so we the only people that having accidents at intersections? They don't. You mean to tell me they drive better than us? Get the hell out of here. We got to get together. But unfortunately, I don't think it's going to ever happen for like another 100, 200 years. We are so lost. We've been beaten up and battered so much that we've learned to hate ourselves. And that's why I wanted to do the story about Black Chyna. Because they programmed this early. We must, and definitely our children, from when they're born, we must give them Santa Claus that look like us. We must teach them everything about us from us. They start from kindergarten, from giving us white Jesus to white Santa Claus, and then teaching that these white Barbie dolls look better than ours. That's where it starts from. It's programmed from day one. From day one, they gave us white Jesus, worship him. They gave us white Santa Claus. This is who's good guy. They say black cats and voodoo is bad for you. Yeah. And so nobody else worship a God or anything that don't look like them. Go to India and see if they worship a white Jesus. But they brought that, even colonized Africa and put that in Africa. Our motherland has been invaded and conquered, and we don't even have a motherland. And that's why the Chinese, because the Chinese have their own motherland. Yeah, right. They taught us that voodoo is bad for you. That's a lie. We're supposed to be praying to our ancestors. We're supposed to have our own religion, our own music, our own culture. This ain't our culture. This ain't our culture. Our sisters that come over here from Africa do not like this culture. And some people say, oh, Africans look down on us. And I'm starting to be like, yo, I honestly don't blame them. I honestly don't blame them. If I came from the motherland and seen the behavior, some of our brothers killing each other, some of our sisters half naked, I wouldn't blame them. If I came from the motherland to see this mess we've become, I would look down on us too. We don't support each other. We don't even like each other. So if I came from the motherland and seen the way we treat each other, the way we act, we turn on the TV, we fussing, feud, fighting. You turn on a social, what's the Love and Hip Hop, our sisters in blonde hair. Our sisters with makeup and look like them. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So, can you, a lot of people say, oh, Africans look down on us. Can you blame them? Can you blame them? I'm like, yo, well, a lot of us look down on each other too. I'm like, I would look the same. Yeah, our sisters, man, and so if you have teenagers, you know, in high school, man, they acting a complete fool. They fighting. That's what, and they learn that from their love and hip hop. Same with also, where's the police protection in the hood? Yes, we need police protection, but we need police officers that look and are from our communities. Problem is that we got police officers from other communities. We got police officers from Orland Park policing in Inglewood. They don't like the people in Inglewood. They can't relate to the people in Inglewood. They don't even know the people in Inglewood. And this is who they're policing. Takes a community to raise a child. So that a police officer is supposed to be the good guys in our community. So they're supposed to ride down on our children and say, hey man, don't carry this knife. Hey man, don't hang with them gangbangers. Hey man, don't sell these drugs. Hey man, I'm going to let you off on a warning this time. I'm going to let you off on a warning this time. Alsop, I think in Alsop on 127th, I think it's in Alsop. They got a red light camera where the green arrow is literally like 2 seconds. That joint turn green then red. And they send you a ticket in the mail. Boom, gotcha. 31, I'm seasoned like a favorite red snapper fish. Alright, yeah, 123rd. Tell the green light. That joint turn green, boom, red. Send you a ticket right in the mail. They robbing our communities. Robbing our communities. And we are powerless because we don't shop at the businesses in our community. We don't have money. Without money, there's no power. Money equals power. Power is the ability to respond, the ability to protect and provide for, the ability to deliver consequence. We got to stop looking for somebody else to take care of us. Stop looking for somebody else to come save us. The ability to respond to the issues we face as a community, the ability to protect and provide for our women, our children, our elders, and the ability to deliver a consequence to our enemies. Nothing else matters. Yes, 2 businesses, 2 children, absolutely. We must start our own businesses. We must promote our own businesses. We must stop being jealous of our own. Jealousy is a natural instinct in life. You're going to be jealous of something, of someone, but it's the way you channel that jealousy is the thing that makes you a better person. Everybody's jealous of something. Everybody. It's a natural human instinct. You are born with jealousy. You will die with jealousy. But it's the way you harbor that jealousy that makes you a better person. I tell people as a videographer, study everyone else. If you're doing a documentary, study everyone else's documentary. When I was filming my documentary, I didn't want to watch other documentaries because it hurt me so bad that theirs was so much better than mine. Even as a YouTuber, I watch other YouTubers. I'm like, damn, they much better than mine. But you must study them. You must watch them. What do they do? What don't they do? And you got to take that jealousy and say, hey, that's my brother. That's my sister. I'm in the same car as them. Cops don't play either. Yeah. Deacon Blues, where you from? And do you know me personally? Yeah, so we must stop with the jealousy, the envy, the hate of each other. We are all in the same car. Why would you vote for this car to crash? You're still in it. If I crash, you crash. And that's especially in our celebrities. Our celebrities, man, we got a lot of celebrities, millionaires, billionaires. What's the first thing they do when they become a millionaire? Oh, I'm in Baltimore. Oh, no, that's not Deacon Blues. Baltimore, the same thing. My sister's in Baltimore. Facts. Cain versus Nate. Jealousy. Right. You're born with jealousy. But to conquer that jealousy. I tell other videographers, study everyone else. What are they doing? What didn't they do? What did they try to do? And what did they do? And what aren't they doing? So you must study everyone. And you must support everyone. Because we are all in the same car. If you and so some of us would vote and hope and even try to sabotage your own brother when they could have helped you. In fact, Kanye West was partners. His Kanye West was partnered with Payroll, a cat out here. I bought their CD when Kanye West was just hustling in River Oaks Mall. One of my partners was managing Payroll and sold me that CD with tape. It was a tape at the time, and I listened to the tape. But his partner, to my opinion, got jealous of him. Kanye West went to New Jersey and sold their track that they did together to Jay-Z and got $30,000 for it. Payroll and them, I remember them telling a story. Oh man, he went and sold this track, and I heard the track on Payroll and Kanye West's tape. And the same track that he sold to Jay-Z. They got mad, jealous at him. And they seen him at the, I was passing out flyers. I was promoting my website. And they ended up beating him, Kanye West up. You know what he did? Left him alone. He blew up. The rest is history, as you would say. We do have that crabs in the barrel mentality because we've never had. We've grown up poor. Like in their community, they live in a $300,000 crib. They do too. They got stocks and bonds. They got real estate. They got money. They do too. So they actually voting for each other to come up. We all never had it. So when we see somebody grow up and they have it, we are like, damn, he got it and I don't. So now I'm pissed off. Because I'm still stuck, broke, and they got it. And so a lot of times what we do is we move out the community and we don't reach back. We don't reach back. I think some of these celebrities should start a Black Wall Street and start a business. You see the Chinese, they start businesses. All right, Malcolm, go ahead. You can call. If I can unlock my damn phone. Yeah, that's the number. You can call. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, when y'all come in, get your like the video. It actually makes alerts more people. I'm in Naperville, Bolingbrook area. Grew up in the South Shore area. Jeff 4 Blackstone Rangers and Black Disciples. Yes, yes, absolutely. That was me back in the day, gang banging. But as an adult, I teach my young brothers that it's silly. Try to get us to come to Africa and unite with them. And I say no work on us here in the U.S. We're actually in a good position. We've built this country. We fought for this country. Our ancestors died for this country. We are the original man. We are. Native Americans are black. Understand that. Understand, Native Americans are black. The original Native Americans. Understand, we are the original man. We are the original man. Hold on, I will show you. I will show you. I will show you. I'm going to bring up a few pictures. So, first thing we must do is get back to our culture. Once you adopted somebody else's culture, you've lost yourself. You've lost yourself. And you're being taught to worship You know what? I'm not going to be on that long. I'm about to get off in a minute. But if you guys want to take a look, this is what Indians look like. However, we send our children to be taught by any and everyone else but us. We don't even teach our own children. We don't teach our own children. So we leave it up to someone else. They've even lightened up. The Egyptians were dark. What we must do is teach our own children. Don't let the school, you can send your kid to school and let them teach your children. But when your children come home, you must sit them down and educate them correctly. You must, before they go to school and think that brainwash them to think Christopher Columbus discovered America. Before my daughter goes to school, I have a little girl. Before she goes to school, I'm going to let her know Christopher Columbus did not discover America. So once y'all Christopher Columbus Day come up, understand he did not discover America. And once your teacher give you that garbage, correct her. Tell her, look here, Brother Donald, how could you black people protest Target and not the closing of the county hospital? Yeah, absolutely. We have to create our own. Yes, I seen them protesting the county hospital. Protest Target and not to close. Yeah, the county hospital was for the poor. And you know what? And that's what a lot of people, conservative people, a lot of blacks are saying, oh, vote conservative. I'm like, what? How? Why? They're for the rich. Same self-cancer Jamaica screaming. Yep, they sure was. Jamaica is doing the same thing. What they do is divide and conquer our homelands. They divide and conquer Africa. And we've helped them. They divide and conquer Jamaica. Next is Haiti. But they already been working on Haiti. What they did was what they did is surrounded Haiti. No imports, no exports. You can't leave or come in. So what they did is make them so dirt poor that they starving them out. My daughter is 4.5. About to be 5. She'll be 5 in May. But those are the original Native Americans. We are the original man on this earth. We are the original people here in America. Yes, black folks was already here. Was already here.
Malcolm.
What's going on, Malcolm?
Hey fam, how you doing, homie?
I'm good, bro. What's going on?
Yeah, I want to tell you something. First of all, I appreciate your channel. I appreciate the content you put out. This is the stuff that we need to be talking about daily.
Absolutely.
Alright. Anyway, down to business, man.
Yes.
Alright. Like you say, we talk a lot, we don't have solutions. Well, I feel like most blacks in this country are liberals. And they stuck in their ways. And so when you're different from the narrative, you get called a coon, the Uncle Tom, all this stuff.
Right.
And we got it wrong. So this is the first mindset. Before you talk about any religions, any organizations, damn Greek fraternities, sororities, Masons and all that,
yeah.
When you're born into this world, you black first.
Yes.
You don't even have a religion.
Right.
Out to you. So keep this out. Alright, I'm black. I'm born and raised in KC, bro.
Right.
My household, my mom taught me Yahweh, Yahshua, the original name of God. I never knew Jesus.
Right.
So I was already an outcast.
Right.
I'm still black. I didn't grow up celebrating Christmas, Easter, 4th of July, none of this shit. And when you talk about getting black woman, okay, what up, sisters? We get valuable on every fucking level. But the moment I don't celebrate the holidays,
right.
So, bullshit, man. Some of this shit, you can't fix it. People gonna be who they gonna be. Now, when you talk about how does that have anything to do with it, okay, blacks have been getting shot down by the police for 10 plus countries live on TV.
Right.
We take our money and we gonna spend the money up in Target, Kohl's, Kroger's, all these fucking department stores, Walmart that's white owned. But where the fuck they at when we get shot down by the police? Tell them to stop.
Right.
Tell them to stop. Nowhere. But look, when it's a holiday, where black folks at? Oh, we got the most spending dollars. We got the
Exactly.
We don't want to change, bro.
We don't want to change. We don't have discipline. We don't have self-discipline. We don't even have the discipline enough to buy our own. Let me tell you something. When immigrants come to this country, they live 10 deep, 10 household in one house and buy their own house. They don't get loans. They don't get student loans. They don't get house loans. They discipline, and that's something we lack.
I work for Miller. I work for Miller down here in Nashville. And I go into a lot of these foreign markets and stuff to sell beer.
Right.
All right. They told a lot of these foreign dudes from like Cairo, Egypt and shit.
Right.
They told me, they said, where are we getting this money from? When certain people in this country die, if they had like a will, or not necessarily a will, but like some type of life insurance or something that didn't get claimed, you know, the 401k, security, different shit. A lot of this stuff, that's what they getting funded to come over here. And that's still our dollars, our blood, sweat, and tears. They're giving opportunities. But where we have to wake the fuck up and be smart at is this. Quit complaining about the system. The system doesn't be fixed. The system was designed this way. So we have to smart and go around. I know who the fuck the dope in our hoods, the guns in our hoods. So why the fuck would I put my hands on it and touch it? Knowing the outcome, death or prison.
Right.
So you gotta be smart. If the black man is God, why the fuck we can't figure our way out of racism?
Believe it.
We can't to follow our code of conduct, our structure, because we don't have a culture. What do I mean by that? Okay, if blacks had a culture, why the fuck are we celebrating Christmas, Easter, all these fucking holidays that were created by whites?
Exactly.
They don't have a fucking culture. But we'll be quick to call somebody a culture vulture, but last time I checked, you got women wearing blonde weaves that when they see a nigga with a white bitch, they mad at him. Uncle Mrs. fucking white. Two black fuck Nina, Hartley, and Madonna. This is what white people that talk black issues. White. I think they'll get that white wife. I'm tired of this shit.
Right.
We hypocrites,
well,
fix this shit, but don't want to change.
All right, so let's go back. Let's go back to far as with Republican and Democrat, because of course blacks are Democrats and look down on everything else. So as a free thinker, so as a people, we need our own party. We need an independent party for ourselves, because I feel myself as an independent. I don't like Democrats or Republicans. I think that we should be independent. What do you think, bro?
Okay, I respect that, but I have to ask you a question before I can answer that question. Do you want to go to another country, or do you want to live and stay here?
I want to live and stay here. We've built this country. We were the original man here. Say what?
We do need a political party if you want to live and stay here. We have to have somebody represent us collectively as a whole across the board, but it can't be no coon, sellout, Uncle Tom, stepping, bitching, faggot ass nigga. These goddamn brats and this Masonic order, none of that shit. Every time we got leaders, if you look deep into their ties and their history, they were attached to these organizations. And that's the very fucking reason why they got the job in the first fucking place. Because they tied in to white supremacy. All our leaders, I don't give a fuck who, go and look into their history and their upbringing. They got to where they got that from. They got their ties in Greek fraternities, and the Masonic order, bro. And that's all this shit's about, bro.
So,
because it's in front of our face to clearly see, but people so damn dumbed down, they want to be sheeple, and they suck when a cat like me is spilling the beans and showing you straight up what's going on. You don't want to hear that because that's too much. It comfort zone. I'm tired of this fuck shit. We shouldn't have that YouTube channels talking about these issues because taking care of business, they wouldn't even be here in the first place. But we gotta have a fucking genocide of degenerates that don't want to change. They want to hold the hand back.
So we definitely need to start solutions. We gotta start at square one. We gotta grow our own food. In my grandmother's days, she grew everything. As a matter of fact, 1 out of 3 houses had a garden in the backyard. We got to grow our own food. We got to own our own property. We must come together collectively and be unapologetic about it. Nobody else does that. Everybody else comes together as a people and is unapologetic about it. Period. They teach their own children. They hire their own children. We can't even hire our children and give them a job. They out robbing our houses. Got to steal and sell drugs because they can't go down the street and get a job at their own factory or.
And I'm gonna make this clear right now because we not gonna have this social media shit that I call in. I don't clear some stuff. I'm gonna tell you something right now. I'm 31. I've been with a lot of different races of women, and I'm gonna tell you the reason why it's important for black folks to stick together is because life experience, us being here on this earth, this plane, this realm that we live in of existence, we're gonna be hated because we're deeply connected to this place. We have history here, and everybody else knows. I'll tell you something, man. Peep this out. You don't know anything until you experience it. So this is the deal. I know that not every man that I walk into is for me. I know not every black man that I walk to is against me.
Right.
But we have to collectively hold as a whole find the people who can see our same economic stance. They have the same goals and aspirations that we have. From the beginning of time to the end of time, not every black person has been on the same page and had the same mindset. We don't all want the same fucking thing.
Exactly,
That's
right.
what we gotta realize. So when you talk about interracial marriage, I'm gonna show you something. The numbers are fucking projected in their lives. Okay, white men are leaving their white women going in with Asian, Hispanic, and black women. Don't tell me that white men ain't tired of white women because I see this shit every fucking day. I'm in Nashville, bro. I've been seeing this shit for years. Black men are leaving and going doing whatever the fuck they want to do. And they no. It ain't no different going again with Becky than it is with the black woman. These women want control because of the feminist movement. Then you got a whole bunch of faggot-ass motherfuckers walking around sleeping with each other. It's a little fucked up, man. But they don't want to tell you the black woman is not wanted or she's single at all times. Listen, bro, that's not the case. The deal is the interracial marriages have the same high divorce rates as a white person being married to another white person, as a black person being married to another black person. The problem is this. There's no fucking structure. And once we step in his house, he fucking leave.
Right,
So
right.
we have the game as men first. When I was fighting my court cases with my son,
Yeah.
man, I got white men on their knees crying. They white wives is fucking them over. And they look around the courtroom as blacks, Mexicans, everybody. Muslim motherfuckers up in the courtroom, bro.
Right, right.
Everybody's up in this. We are in America. This is the beast system. We are on the grid. We gotta open and expand our minds and start thinking globally and start thinking domestic at home. This fucked up, bruh.
Yeah. I mean, we got a long way to go, man. We've lost our entire way, and we've been divided and conquered. That's one of the reasons why welfare was put into place. It was because to counter the Black Panthers. Once the Black Panthers started giving their own people food, they wanted to counter it. They didn't want our sisters to depend on the brothers. So what the government did when the Black Panthers came with that, they came with the WIC program. That was the Black Panthers. The Black Panthers came with that. Go ahead.
Truth be told about the Black Panthers is this. Your boy Huey P. Newton, go look at his background. He was in one of them damn Greek fraternities. Notice, the motherfucker was like a mulatto. He's a fucking... Okay, peep this out. The Black Panthers were coming to the South. Have you ever heard of the White Panther Party? The Black Panthers set the whites set that shit up. Now peep this out. What the Black Panthers was doing was they was coming to the South to these poor hick towns and showing these white folks that look, y'all in the same boat and y'all being oppressed by this beast system, this government. And that's why they locked the fucking Panthers up. Because the model of the game is to divide and conquer. Keep everybody divided, arguing over race and crumbs and scraps, while the elitists, the Rothschilds, the Rockefellers, the Vanderbilts, all these people at the top of the pyramid, they say it because you never look up and see that they're the ones that got us all in the same boat. Now, when you talk about a political party, do you think Trump, all the poor whites that voted for Trump, do you think he give a fuck about them?
Not even a little bit.
$6,000 a year and he making millions. He ain't thinking about nothing they talking.
Right.
Man, we in the same fucking boat. Now the difference is this. I'm not saying all white folks is evil. I'm not saying all of them fuck with you. I'm not saying that. But what I'm saying is this. We as men first have to deal with people accordingly. It might be a white motherfucker down the road that'll hand you X amount of dollars of shit. Or for the same brother that might help you or not help you. I just had a business with a barber of mine from Detroit last week. I'm a massage therapist, bro. We about to get some shit popping in Nashville.
Okay, definitely.
Another black man come to me and help me. I go hunting in the woods and shit. Guess who taught me that? A fucking man. Now I can take that same shit that I learned and teach it to my brothers.
Right.
So we gotta be careful reviewing this shit, man.
Yeah. We must teach our brothers and sisters and to be independent, man. And that's why I hate government handouts, is because we become handicapped. And I videotape. I'm a videographer, and I video people dependent. So we become 100% dependent on somebody helping us. So a lot of people think the answer is they need to do for us. They need to come. And the answer is we need to do for ourselves. But one other thing, Malcolm, what I want to ask you, bro, is what do you think about that caravan from Mexico coming here? What do you think about that? I think I talked about it yesterday. I think he was on yesterday.
What's the deal with that whole thing? People crossing the border. The border is wide the fuck open. People need to get this illusion out their mind that border patrol. Listen, it is in every city in this country. Bricks of cocaine, bales of marijuana in this country. If you stop the trade, Wall Street is shut down at night. Overnight, Wall Street is shut down. The police department don't have a job. Crime pays. The prison industrial complex pays. So this is the thing. They need those foreigners to come in. Folks have to pay us. But what wake up and understand is this. This is nothing new, man. If you go out to the West Coast, Cali and shit like that, in LA, man, look, MS-13, they been having hits out on black folks. Where they go and just bang on somebody for initiation rituals and shit. So this is nothing new. Now, black folks worried about who coming in and leaving the country and going in and come. Think about something. White folks don't want to do these low-end jobs, and they don't tell us what we doing, so they wouldn't bother by essay coming, taking them and paying them more money to the table. That's less that they got to pay. So they all for it. White folks say, listen, man, there's others that say construction, plumbing, and shit. They love that these motherfuckers are coming across the country. Don't touch it. They love this shit. It all has, man. But I think our issue is this. We have too much going on with us that we don't have time to worry about shit like that.
We don't. Let me tell you something. Exactly. And that's what I keep telling people. A lot of us, we fighting like hell for them. We hate Trump because of his immigration policies. But why are we fighting for everybody else, for people that can't stand us, for people that ain't never finna roll with us? Never finna roll with us. And
Africans don't like us. What the Africans understand is this, and blacks have to realize something. Africa is a continent with many countries. Not everybody from Africa is on the same page with each other. A lot of them, they got shit about tribes, different bloodlines and shit. What we have to understand is, if you talk to somebody from Ethiopia, they look just like us. They have copper. They have a tone to their skin complexion. But people have a culture. They come from and backgrounds and families that have been successful, who have done things. They have a culture. So it's fine if you go and marry somebody that's black from America, because we got niggas walking around sagging. And if you walk up to a chick and you talk to her the right, nigga, get your square ass out of my face. Hold on. I'm talking to you with respect, because my mom raised me to respect women, but that ain't what you want the nigga with the gun out, sagging, smell like shit because he just got that selling a few grams on the block. He ain't changed his clothes in a week. That's what you want.
Right.
It's not about percent.
And so,
Nigga, when he getting incarcerated for 23 hours a day, he got a manage and his cell, and he can't do. Oh man, I got my character. I got custody of my son. I go hunting. I go fishing. I stay the fuck out the way. I'm trying to run a business. I'm all for my sisters. But like I said, it ends in my household when you want to talk change and you turn on to this shit. Fuck you. If you ain't for me, I ain't for you. Fuck you. Get up.
right, all right. Thanks for calling in, bro. Y'all, I got to get on with my day, man. I got a lot of stuff to do. I'm going to try to go live tonight. Thanks, bro, for calling in, man. Hopefully you can tune in later on tonight. Riverdale, South Highland. We got a lot of work to do, man, and that's what I want to do. I want to talk solutions. Talk solutions versus talking the problem. We could talk the problem all day long, but of course, we got to understand what the problem is first. A lot of us don't understand what the problem is. And that's one thing that...
All right.
What's up?
I won't hold you before get that credit score up to 850. Have more black babies. Quit going to Planned Parenthood. And the problem will be solved overnight. Because once you got that credit score, ain't nothing they can say to you. They can't tell you no. Because you playing their game. It's credit. Nobody really has money in this shit. It's all based on credit and status. And that's what I'll tell you, bro. I'll hit you up, homie.
Hey, no doubt, homie. Thanks. Good looking. All right, bro. So, yeah, absolutely. Get that credit score up. Get your cash up. Buy houses. We need to get your credit score up. Buy houses cash. They live together. They buy houses cash. They don't even get loans. But we need to get real estate. We need to invest in our communities and get up out of this mess and have 7 different forms of income. I'm going to start doing grow your own food. Yes. Grow your own food. Own your own business. Get into stocks and bonds. I'm going to start doing videos on which stocks and bonds you should be investing in. And I'm going to put it on this channel. You guys, when you see those videos, watch them. Learn about a little bit about real estate. Learn about stocks and bonds. I'm going to start doing videos on real estate and stocks and bonds. Yo, y'all, do me a favor. Share these videos. Share this channel. All right, y'all. Peace, peace.